What's going on, guys? It's me, Adam, back with another video. As promised, it is part 2 of a video I did earlier. Basically, on this one, just going through the rendering process, the coloring. I keep it simple. I just use an ink brush, an inking brush, I guess. Mostly because I kind of like how it is, I don't know, a little more solid. Because again, I'm not the greatest at this. I'm still new to it. I'm a beginner. So it gives me the flexibility of making sure everything is even without having to make a ton of brush strokes and really kind of screw it up. And as you'll see later, I go through and I do blend it some, which I'm sure some people would say, hey, you probably don't need to do that, or you could do it this way or that way, but I like the way it looks. I like how I did it, and it's a piece that I did, so ultimately that's really all that matters. But like I said, the whole process of this, I named the first video Blank to Beautiful. Obviously I'm gonna stick with that for this one, since this is a continuation of sorts. It is part 2. So if you haven't watched the first one, please do. Feel free. Like, I will link it somewhere, either in the description or at the end of this video. I don't know, but either way, please go watch it. And if for those of you who have already, thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm happy to have you back for part 2 of it, just so you can see what I come up with. The short and simple of it really is, again, you're creating something from nothing. You know, you have a blank canvas, and it's up to you as an artist, as a creative, or really as anyone in general, to create something amazing out of that. And beauty to you may not be the same as it is to other people. Again, for example, I think this piece is pretty beautiful. Me personally, I think this is one of the best ones I've done so far. If you agree, let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. Leave me a comment, whatever. If you don't, hey, that's okay too. But I think this is, all in all, one of the best ones I've done yet. And something that I really enjoyed in the process of this one was that I feel like I kind of started to find my style, if that makes sense. I mean, a style, again, I don't know that it is necessarily my style, but I like the way this one looks. I like the sketchiness look to it. I like how you can still see the black and white pencil shading and see that. And it gives it kind of a texture and a feel to it that a lot of my other stuff hasn't had. Again, that also is including the fact that I went through and added some more highlights, because I have gotten better at it. I'm still not great. Still got a long ways to go, but that's everybody. We all have a long ways to go in whatever we choose to do. But my style, I think, at least as of right now, I like the way this looks. So you might be seeing more of my artwork with this kind of look, this kind of feel to it, where it blends the sketchiness with some of the more clean aspects, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, just keep watching. Obviously, visually, you should be able to see it. But yeah, so obviously going through, starting with some of these shades, some of the shading, I just kind of picked a darker color. I want to say I'm still learning the blending modes. I kind of am, but kind of not. And I just kind of go through and I try and I see which one works the best to me. Again, I know people with more experience, people who have a better idea of it would say, oh, you need to use multiply or darken or whatever, But I just kind of go through and I say, okay, I like the way that looks, so I'm going to use it. And ultimately, because it's something I'm doing, hey, that's fine. It doesn't matter what you think. Actually, I mean, it kind of does. Don't take that the wrong way. I do care about you guys' opinion, and as always, I hope you like it. But just kind of went through, did the shading, did some of the highlights, things like that, and blended it a little bit. So then, as opposed to a full-blown cel-shaded look where it's clean edges on the shadows and things like that, it kind of gives it more of a little bit more of a realistic look to it. Again, not 100% photorealistic, because that's a lot of work and I'm not quite there yet. This whole rendering, coloring all of this in, I think took me about an hour to do, and I enjoyed every second of it. I know some of it is probably hard to see in this video because it is subtle, but I promise you it's there. As always, I'll post I'll put the picture, the finished product, finished piece, up at the end of this video. But if you want to see it and stare at it a little bit more, look at it, check out the Instagram, Beginner Art with Adam. It's the same as this channel's name. And yeah, but thank you guys. I do appreciate you as always. Thank you for watching. Like, it means a lot to me. Share it with your friends, Hopefully you get something out of this. Like always, I hope it motivates you. I hope it inspires you. I hope you get out there and you create. So pick up your pencil, pick up a piece of paper, start sketching, and have fun with it. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, bye.